Welcome to the show. There's no rule book that says you have to stop contributing to others when you get to a certain age. You may reach the point where you're no longer working in a long-standing career, but that doesn't mean you should stop creating an impact in other people's lives. Today we're going to be talking about making your own rules as you go and what's possible to accomplish when you're able to move past these limiting beliefs that our society has placed on us around the concept of aging. Welcome to the Inspired Wave. This is the podcast and community for conscious female leaders and founders who are ready to enjoy more peace and prosperity in their business while creating more inspired impact in the lives they're here to serve, who are ready to fully step into their leadership and live their life's purpose with confidence and passion. I'm your host, CJ Rivard, and with over 30 years in leadership and business, I blend tactical strategies with the art of intuition, the science of energetics, and the magic that happens when we create empowered relationships and take aligned action, all to help women get out of hustle mode, thrive, and really fall in love with what they do. If you're enjoying this podcast, please consider sharing it and leaving us a 5-star review. It really will make a huge difference in helping others find the podcast and allows us to inspire and impact more lives. I did a podcast recently about purpose, and we'll link to that in the show notes in case you missed it. But one of the things we talked about is how our purpose will change and evolve as we do. It can look very different when you're 30 versus when you're 60 or when you're 80, but that doesn't mean you don't still have a purpose. Everything we learn and experience on our life's journey will contribute to who we are and how we're able to show up and contribute to others. And that means as you're older, you have a much deeper well of resources to pull from. So isn't that a great argument for aging and the value that we can bring? It's unfortunate that most cultures in our world right now have come to favor youth over maturity because we have so much to offer as we age. And of course, like any other overlooked or marginalized group, it's completely our choice, each and every one of us, if we want to accept the terms of being put out to pasture when we reach a certain age. I, for one, am not buying into that story. And the more each one of you, beautiful, experienced, mature matriarchs out there, the more you're willing to own your wisdom, to step up and own your leadership and authority and leverage it, the faster we can move past this ridiculous narrative and get on with the important work we're here to do. And yes, I mean you too. I mean each and every one of us, because each of us has a unique combination of knowledge, skills, and experience that we're able to pull from. And so no one can contribute exactly what you can, and the world needs you, each and every one of you, to contribute what you're here to do. Don't turn your back on those you're here to serve. Don't buy into that popular notion that you have nothing left to contribute when you get to a particular age. Just don't do it. Ironically, when it comes to rebelling against this whole label of old age, the more you're contributing to the world and doing what lights you up, the younger and the more energized you'll feel, and the more you will be able to create an impact. As a reminder here, living your purpose does not have to involve anything that you might label work. To be your purpose, it just has to bring you joy while you're positively impacting others. So If we get past the work concept, that opens a whole new world for you. And certainly the more you enjoy doing something, the less it feels like work, whether you get paid for it or not. And of course, I'm not talking about you needing to be a workaholic or staying in your corporate job till they kick you out. And if you've reached the point in your life where you no longer need that income, you're actually in an enviable position that you can turn your focus and your energy on what lights you up. And if you're not sure, you can explore this next phase and find that new area that really lights you up. Through your energy and the joy that you channel into living your purpose, your unique contribution is going to change lives. It can't help but change lives. One of our primary duties as humans is to evolve and grow ourselves, and that continues during our lifetime. So as that continues, your purpose will evolve as you do. You couldn't possibly be able to contribute at 20 what you're able to do at 80. And I am not undervaluing your contribution you made at 20. Of course not. There's value in all of it. I'm just pointing out that by necessity, it would look different because you are a different person as you age and evolve and grow and take in those new skills and information. And because your journey and evolution is as unique as you are, no one's going to bring the same possibilities forward as you can. And rest assured, as you lean into exploring your passions with the intention of blessing lives and living your purpose today, it's going to look different a few years from now. Our world is changing at a rapid pace, and new challenges are going to continue to present themselves as we continue to navigate these transitional times. So each of us has to stay open to our intuition and the nudges we get to explore new areas or perhaps show up and serve in new ways. Intuition will be your best possible resource anytime you're navigating change, and it can also help you figure out how you can help others. So my top takeaway for you here is that you can and you will always be able to contribute to others and live your purpose as long as you're open to it. Don't try and figure out where you need to be 20 years from now because there's no possible way you can know that now. Just keep leaning in and doing what you are nudged to do right now. Show up and serve and contribute and stay flexible to the new ideas and opportunities that come to you as you evolve, which you are never going to be too old to take action on.